Good now. Excuse me. For those joining for the first time, welcome. For those of you returning, welcome back. As always, I am thrilled, honored, and grateful that you have chosen to spend your precious time in this very sacred self care moment with me, and you've allowed me to spend mine with you. Before we hop into meditation, for those joining for the first time, I like to read a card from just from a deck of cards that I have at the moment. And we are making our way through Life Loves You card deck. Good now, Larry. So good to see you. And the cards, let me see. You can use good now, Neek. So good to see you. I love it. Good now, Kismet. So good to see you. You can use a card as a prompt for your meditation in this now moment. You can use it as a prompt for journaling and reflection. You can ignore it. Whatever works for you works for me. So let's see what pops through this morning. The conversation is generated. This is 2 cards or 1? This is 1. Okay. All right. I listen to the wisdom of my body. Good Lord. The light placement is not good. I listen to the wisdom of my body. I mean, I was thinking about taking a picture of the cards at the end and uploading them to the community that I have. So if anybody just wants to see the card. But anyway, your body has a message for you. Listen to what it's telling you. Thank your body for being the perfect messenger. Your body has a message for you. Listen to what it's telling you. Thank you for being the perfect messenger. Such a morning person. Who's such a morning person? Me? What I hear in this card, I listen to the wisdom of my body. What I hear in this card mostly, and it's because of the work that I do mostly with people, is triggers, of course. When a trigger comes, that is your body sending messages that either something is against a value or it's an unprocessed emotion or trauma or whatever. And it can blindside you. And if you aren't aware of what's going on, it can really just make a crazy day or a crazy moment. But when you get to a place of awareness, then you can allow things to unfold as they need to unfold in a healthy way. So that's your body talking to you. Excuse me, I had some water. The other thing that comes to mind is, I love it. The other thing that comes to mind is hunger could be one of them sometimes. It's like your stomach is talking to you. That's a very simple way. But just bringing awareness to your body can be very helpful in understanding headaches, fatigue, like anything, any discomfort could be something to tune into to see what is your body trying to tell you. And it could be elation as well. Like you have these different hormones circulating when you're elated and excited and all of that. So that's what comes to mind. What about you all? Larry, Kismet, Neat, or dodge a trigger? Yeah, that's not helpful. I believe triggers happen when your body is ready to process that out. That's just my humble opinion. Because you're not only ready to process, but you're strong enough to process. Listening to our bodies is a form of self-care. Absolutely, Nate. Thank you. Larry. Yeah, for those not on YouTube, Larry says, or dodge the trigger. No, do not dodge it. I figured it out, Nate. Thank you. Kismet shares, I'm a massage therapist, and I'm always amazed how much people are disconnected from their bodies and will ignore glaring messages. Thank you. It's it is I that's a whole conversation too, right? We're taught math and English and but we're not taught self-care basically. We're not it's not demonstrated, it's not taught, and um that's one of the beauties about meditation is you actually get to be in your body, right? I love that, Kismet. Thank you for sharing. Um, yeah, yeah, that's dope for one massage therapist. But also that's very so true. I mean, even me, like I was just talking. I don't remember, but I was probably with you all because y'all the people I talk to the most, I think. Um, but I remember recalling a workshop I went to, and the gentleman, the whole premise was, "Are you in the room?" I don't remember if I was telling you guys that or not, but are you in the room? So it's just like bringing yourself back in the present moment, back into your body, and all that. And Kismet shares even something as simple as breathing, being mindful in the moment, in moments are helpful. Absolutely, Neat. It's true. It's very true. That does it brings you back into the present moment, back into your body. And I will say if you're going through something tough and the breathing doesn't feel like it's helping, just stick with the breathing anyway, because it is. Uh, I know last night it was hard for me to get to sleep. My mind wasn't even racing. It's just I was up. And I was just doing breathing exercises. I did do some energy medicine stuff from Donna Eden, but also just breathing. And it didn't, like my heart was racing and it didn't feel like it was working, but I was like, I know it is. So I'm gonna just keep going. And eventually I just went to sleep. Um, for those not on YouTube, Kismet shares, people are always surprised I can feel pain and tension, but that's also a sign. Lately, I noticed a lot of the same pain patterns with the current stress. Yeah. Um, and when you say current stress, are you referring to populational stress? Because that's what came to mind as I was reading that. How even if you don't watch the news, it's palpable. Um, Larry says, so to be clear, we are not dodging the trigger. Very clear on that. No dodging of triggers. They're not helpful. They only get worse. Because then when you're triggered and if you dodge at that time, that's just adding to that trigger. It's adding another layer so that next time you're triggered for that particular thing, it's even heavier and harder to go through. So what I will say is if you're triggered and you don't, one, either know how to navigate that in a healthy way, pause it, like put a pin in it until you can have a conversation with someone, or or if you don't have someone that you can actually um, allow it to release and process, then it can be more helpful to not navigate that trigger. So it really depends on what type of support you have, whether it be yourself and all of the training and knowledge, because I get triggered, and but I've learned how to navigate it. Even it will still catch me off guard, and I will still have my moment. But on the other side of that, I know how to navigate it. So if you've not had that type of training and all the tools, or you don't have the support, sometimes um, putting a pin in that is the most helpful thing and the most beneficial thing in that moment. Um, and Kismet shares the political climate has everyone's shoulders in low back tense. I call it weight of the world, stress on the shoulders. Yep. And a lot of low back pain is um, connected to the root chakra and feeling unsafe or protected. Absolutely. Speaking my language. Absolutely. And don't let me get my metaphysical anatomy book. Oh my goodness. That book will have you just like Larry shares so many pins, a pin cushion. That. I love that. It's kind of poetic. And Kismet says the trigger is a message and we're supposed to move through to the other side. Absolutely. Just be in a safe environment. Some people who do not know how to navigate it, they can they can spiral in the wrong direction too easily and quickly, especially if you're not aware of like what's happening, what's going on. Don't understand the correlation of where it's coming from, like the origin. And you don't even need to understand it, but sometimes it helps to know where the origin is. But okay, I think we just had a whole masterclass on a simple card. I love it. Thank you all for sharing your thoughts and your wisdom. Um, I hope that helps folks who catch this later. So, thank you, thank you. Shall we meditate? Meditate, meditate. Let's see. Let's get this banner going for those joining for the first time. I practice transcendental meditation. Oh, Nick, I just want to share with the world that Nick says to Kismet, thank you for being a healing light. Yep, yep, absolutely. um, I practice transcendental meditation. You can find out more about that in the description if you so choose. However, I am here to support you in whatever form of meditation you practice. And the best way I can do that, if you're not able to be here with me live, creating masterclasses on the spot, is for you to respond after you have had the opportunity to meditate with me later. And when I see that response, I can reply and let you know that I see you and I celebrate you and I thank you for showing up for you. And in so doing, you're showing up for the world. I do want to do a quick plug, update, reminder, whatever. I have 2 lives coming up on Insight Timer, 2 more extra. Of course, I have the Sunday part 2, but on Thursday and Friday this week, parts 1 and 2. Um, I forgot what I called it though. What did I call it? It's in the description. Oh, Aligned and Peaceful. Part 1 is Clearing the Way, Energy Alignment for a Fresh Start. And part 2 is Living Aligned, Creating Inner Peace to Navigate the Unexpected. So if you are on Insight Timer, I would love for you to join me um, for that. And let's see, right? I say that all the time because I like to I accept the compliment, but also we're just mirroring back, right? So I was like, it takes one to know one. When we were little, because I'm dating myself, when we were little, we'd say that if it was a mean comment, but I like to say it when it's um, a supportive comment too. Well, not to, but I don't have people say mean stuff, so that's a good thing. Okay, let me get the timer. I don't think I had it already up. Oh, and also I did publish an article on Medium. I just published one on Substack. More to come on that. I think I'm shifting away from medium.com and moving to Substack. But more to come. Still doing some research. What time? Oh yes, that's a good question. 5:35. I like, what is it called when it's the same backwards and forwards? I like that. That's why I like 5:35, 5:05, 5:15. Even though the 3 is not whatever. Ignore me. But yes, 5:35 p.m. Thursday and Friday. And then 6:06 on Sunday will be um, part two of Better Life Routines, and we'll be talking about being the morning. So I'm asking you to be the morning sunshine for that. And then, yeah, uh, thank you. Yes. Kismet said palindrome. Palindrome. Yes. Yes, that is the word. That is why I can't remember it because it's just I need to look up the origin of that so I can better remember it. But yes, I do. I like those. I don't know why. I love being in the uh, presence of brainy people. All right. God, I love y'all. Okay, get this timer going so we can go. Oh my goodness, y'all. All right. With all of that said, you know what? I wanted to share this with y'all the other day. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Let me see if I have it. I might have to do it later. But I wrote a poem for here um, as something to kind of remember to bring you back to the breath. But I don't remember where I know it's saved in my notes, but I have a trillion notes. So I will have to make sure I prepare it. Yes, I know, right? I love it. I'll make sure I'll have it up for tomorrow to share. But yeah, okay. All that said, happy meditation. I will see you on the other side. It's been 20 minutes. Go ahead and keep your eyes closed for at least 2 minutes to allow your body to slowly transition from the deep meditative state back to a waking state. You can do that by simply bringing your awareness back into this moment, back into your body, feeling the surface beneath you. Or you can add a little activity, wiggling your toes or shimmying your shoulders, rotating your neck, or whatever feels yummy for you in this moment within your current capability. With love, gratitude, acceptance. Put a smile on your face. Take as deep a breath in as you can, loving and trusting your body, and exhale a sense of knowing that your body is wise, wiser than you may realize. And when you're ready, feel free to open your eyes. Of course, you can choose to continue meditating. Kismet shares, I learned the term neurodivine yesterday. I think that's us. I like it. Larry says, so we are. Yes, yes, I like that. Neurodivine. I like that. Awesome. Okay. Thank y'all so much for such a beautiful way to start the now moments of the day. I appreciate you taking the time out for yourself. I get to benefit from it because I get to hang out with you and drinking water. I'm like burping, so apologies if you can hear my burp. So with all that said, may you create the most amazing now moments. Until I see you next time. Ciao for now. Mwah.